D7X is our next generation of all-in-one collaboration device. Very exciting for us because it lines us up for our Microsoft Teams certification. So you'll really know us as being a dedicated Zoom Room endpoint. So the D7X, the X stands for cross-platform. So the name it kind of gives it away in the name. It's lined up for Microsoft Teams certification. It's on the cusp, even to the extent that we got permission from Microsoft to showcase one of the devices as a Microsoft Teams endpoint. And if you pop over to the DTEN stand, you'll get to see we have one of the D7Xs as a Microsoft Teams endpoint, others as a Zoom endpoint. Another fundamental bit with the D7X is we've added BYOD as well. So we're really catering for almost all eventualities or all use cases. It is as simple as you want it to be. It's also as adaptable as you need it to be. So whether you are a Microsoft Teams house, or if you're a Zoom house, or even if you've got somebody walking into the room, they just want to collaborate. So it really does give that level of flexibility. Interoperability is a key bit, but that's been with DTEN devices for a long time. I think it's the next step as far as, we'd be naive to think that the way that we use an office or the way that we learn is still the same as it was pre-pandemic. The pandemic has been a huge catalyst. So for us, the items that we think have got to be very important is when you walk in, it needs to be immediately intuitive to the end user. Other things that we have found is that people are looking for a lot more flexibility. We've done a recent deployment in education, huge big growth area for us, and there's no two hybrid learning spaces that are quite the same. So our device has been all in one. I say they're as simple as you want or as adaptable as you need. You need to change your hybrid learning space, wheel it around, or unplug it, wheel it into another area, plug it back in again. Within 60 seconds, it's up and running, ready to go. The D7 has always been our flagship device. We have renamed it as the D7 for Zoom. So it's a dedicated Zoom Room endpoint. Still gives you a lot of flexibility, so if you want to plug an additional camera in, you can do so. Has all the feature functionality that you've always had with Zoom Rooms, plus that additional flexibility. We'll continue to offer that for a prolonged period of time. The D7X obviously being the next generation. I mentioned it's lined up for Teams certification. It supports BYOD, yet it is still an all-in-one device. We've even, at ISE this year, we've announced the introduction of our View camera. So you've all seen Smart Gallery, but one thing we have found, people don't just need to collaborate, they need to make sure that they are inclusive. So how do you make it an even experience for those that are physically present in the room or in the classroom to those that are joining remote? So making a truly immersive experience, you've got things like Smart Gallery, individual headshots of people that are in the room, but instead of having a lot of image quality degradation, add additional cameras, and you get a very true face-on view of the individuals that are in the room. I'm still super excited. It's always evolving, always changing. Great thing about D10 is we always bring out new features, functionality, things that really help our customers. Really importantly, they empower our customers. That's what I love and that's what I get excited about.